Welcome to Language Lesson 82. Today we're going to be talking about irregular verbs. But before we do, let's do a review. We've been talking about verbs this whole time, so let's go ahead and sing the rap. You sing it with me. Are you ready? Go. Verb is a word, it's an action word. If you can do it, you could do it. If you do it, it's a verb. Great job. Now, let's talk about some subject and verb agreement. So last time we got together, we talked about how the subject and verb have this agreement. When the subject is singular, we take the verb and we add an S or we make it plural. If the subject is plural, we leave the verb as it is, singular. So if the subject is singular, we make the verb plural. If the subject is plural, we keep the verb singular. So let's practice. I have written 3 verbs here. So we have wink, smile, and frown. Okay? I'm going to give you a subject, and I want you to choose wink, smile, or frown, and make that verb either singular or plural based on the subject. If the subject is singular, then you're going to make the verb plural. If the subject is plural, you're going to keep the verb singular. Let's practice. The subject is Carlos. Did you say Carlos winks, smiles, or frowns? If you did, you're correct. What about this? Tyler and Austin. Did you say Tyler and Austin wink, smile, or frown? If you did, you are correct. So Carlos was singular and Tyler and Austin were plural. What about this one? The children. Now, is children singular or plural? Plural. Very good. So you should have said wink, smile, or frown. Frown. Now, what about the silly monkey? Is the silly monkey singular or plural? Singular. That's correct. So you should have said winks, smiles, or frowns. Great job reviewing, making the subject and verb agree. Now, let's do some other exercises to practice our present tense, our past tense, and our future tense of verbs. So when we have verbs in the present tense, I want you to make a monkey sound. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Okay? If I have a verb in the past tense, I want you to roar like a lion. Roar. If I say a verb in the future tense, I want you to hiss like a snake. Let's practice. So listen for the verb, determine whether it's in present, ooh, ooh, ah, ah, past, roar, or future. Okay? First verb, hoped. Did you roar like a lion? If you did, great job. That is the past tense. What about this? Will sink. Did you hiss like a snake? Great job. That is the future tense. Remember, when we see the word will, we know that it hasn't happened yet. So it's not in the past and it's not happening right now. So it's not in the present. That makes it future. Very good. What about eat? Did you make a monkey noise? Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. If you did, you were correct. That is present tense. One more. What about played? Did you roar like a lion? If you did, that was correct. It was past tense. All right, let's get into our lesson for today. We are talking about irregular verbs. So we've learned so far that when we have a verb, it shows action. So a verb is a word that usually shows action. Now, verbs that tell us about something that has happened in the past or it's already happened, we call it past tense. We make the verb past tense by adding, okay, or an ed. We sometimes have to change the spelling of a verb to make it past tense. That's where it becomes irregular. So when we change the spelling of a verb for certain verbs to make it past tense, that's what we call irregular. For example, today I eat my lunch. Today, it's happening right now. I eat my lunch. Eat is the verb here. Now, if I were to say yesterday, I ate my lunch, I would have to change the spelling of eat. Notice I changed eat to ate. We didn't simply add an ed to eat and say, yesterday I eated my lunch. That doesn't make sense. We changed the spelling so that it makes sense. Yesterday I ate my lunch. So we have to change the way the spelling is of the word, of the verb that we're making past tense. So here I have some changing of the verb. I'm going to say a sentence and I want you to read it with the past tense when I say the past tense verb. Here are some examples. Today, the wind blows, okay? But if I were to make it past tense, I would say last week, the wind blew, okay? What about my plastic boat toy does not float well. If I put it in water, it will sink. I know this will happen because yesterday when I put it in the bathtub, it sank. We changed sink to sank. We had to change the spelling of the word. Now one more. Today I give you a sticker. That is present tense. But if I said yesterday I gave you a sticker, that would be past tense. So that is the irregular verbs that have to be changed spelling wise in order to show past tense. Now take out your language book and open up to page 91, and I want you to start practicing and applying this irregular verb agreement. Happy studying.